So I first heard about Reliance when I actually first moved down here. Mary, my roommate, who many of you probably know, she heard about it from one of the girls who was in Reliance's small group up in Virginia. And then when we came down here, our very first Sunday, when our families were both down here helping move us in, we went to Danny and Mary's house on Sunday morning, and we had the first really Reliance church service right in their living room.
Well, that is probably one of my favorite parts of the story, because it was totally the Lord that it all came together. Because one of my good friends at school, her name was Erica, and she had been going to Danny's small group for, I don't know, a few years or so. And I heard through her just so many good things about what a great support system that was for her. And then I kind of heard through her about how they were going to start planning a church with no reference to me being a part of it, more of like how she was helping out in that. And then when I started looking for jobs towards graduation, I was looking at one in St. Pete, and it wasn't until after I had gone through the application process that I realized that both the church plan and this job I was looking at applying for were in the same city. And even then, I didn't really expect to get the job, but the Lord obviously wanted me to be in St. Pete, both for the job at the hospital and also be a part of this. And so it was just really fun how He brought all the pieces together.
I tell this to everyone when they ask me about my church, is that we have a constant stream of communication. Literally, usually, for the most part, every single day, we have a giant group text going with pretty much our entire church, which, never happens in any other church. And I know that whenever I text someone or call someone, that they're always willing to help. And it's the same thing, we always try and help each other. It's just one giant community. It's one giant family. And since I'm so far apart from my family, they're all in different states, to have that when I'm here and to know that I'm loved and that I'm cared for and that we're all working together to serve the Lord, it's just an experience that I have never had before. And it's definitely my favorite part. It's just one big family. Everyone feels at home. There's a place for everybody.
I think number one is definitely I love Sunday mornings, mostly because I love each person that God brings in. I love to hear their story, and it's a little glimpse of God's hand and how He's piecing together this family of God at Reliance. But I also love working alongside all the people in Reliance, and I feel when you work together as a team, it really I feel like a family, because we all have a common goal and we all have a common heart for the Lord. And that's something that I've experienced in church, but not to this extent. I just feel we really have all bonded through the whole process. So.
But I think one of the biggest things that I knew kind of coming out of college, because I came straight out of college to here, was that the Lord was really going to show me how to be independent in my walk with Him. I was really praying about it before I moved, that I just really needed to fill myself up with all of the great things that Liberty offered and just all of the Christian atmosphere that I had, because I knew when I left that it wasn't going to be that anymore. And I knew that I was going to be in a place where my workplace and people that I interacted with on a daily basis weren't Christians. And that is something that I've definitely noticed. But Reliance, because of that, has been such a safe haven since I've been here, because I'm in a secular workplace and I get so drained throughout the week, and you just hear all these negative things and just all of this craziness, and then you come to Sundays and you come to Wednesdays or sometimes Fridays, sometimes Thursdays, whenever, and I have that safe haven of Reliance, that family, that community that I never had.
So I think the biggest thing He's been showing me is just that He's writing each and every one of our stories. And there's a verse in Psalm 139 where it says He knew all of our days, and He had them written in a book before they came to be. And I just love that, because we don't always love the storyline that He writes for us, but we always know that it is the best storyline for us. And sometimes we wish we could have a sneak peek of what's going to happen at the end of the book, how some awful people read the last chapter before they read the rest of the book. But that's not how He intended it for me. He intended us to just take one day at a time, one page at a time, and trust Him that He has written the best story for us. And I think that's what moving so far from home and all the challenges of being in a new city and being part of a new church, there's lots of times where you wish you could see the end, but God's just giving you this sentence or this word or this page to look at and just trust Him with the rest.